This is going to be a stone reading. Pick a stone for your reading. For number one, we have this beautiful rose quartz. For number two, we have this beautiful amethyst. And for number three, we have this beautiful phantom quartz. It's funny, I was willing to stand and now it doesn't want to stand. Oh well, I'll just lay it down then. I'll lay them all down. See if they stay. Okay, so are you number one, number two, or number three? Alright, let's start with number one. Number one, you're starting to make new waves in your life when it comes to self-care and self-love. I'm actually seeing an eagle. So an eagle could be significant to you, or you could be someone proud, strong, brave, willing to go after the things that you want. Maybe you scare other people away with how 1 minute you can just seem proud and strong, but at the same time very intimidating when it comes to your enemies. And maybe sometimes people try to imitate you to think it will affect you, but it won't. I'm seeing a snail. So maybe you like to take your time on things. I'm seeing swirling clouds as well. So you might be feeling foggy at this time when it comes to clarity. I'm seeing bubbles dripping upward like in a drinking glass. Like maybe something's wrong with your water. If you don't drink just pure water or distilled water, you're being called to do so. If you put like flavored anything or anything extra in your water, it's not going well for your body. So if that resonates for you, or even tap water, like it could be tainted and you don't know it. Like if you haven't been feeling super well lately. Let's see what you need to know. I'm seeing the tip of an iceberg crumbling and falling. So maybe you felt like you were on top of things and something's going to go wrong unexpectedly. But I'm kind of seeing that if it's a project for you, it's not going to go up in smoke. You're actually going to be grateful it crumbled, because it's going to unlock a secret talent for you. Expect for a secret enemy to be unveiled that was hidden when things fall apart for you. This person is going to act strangely. You're gonna expect them to see if they can help, and they're not going to. They're actually going to pretend like they're really busy. They'll just say, oh well, I just can't, or they'll come up with like a billion excuses. Expect for their excuses to change each time, and their excuse will be, yeah, no, I was gonna do that, but then like it got canceled, but then something else came up. Like this person, I don't think they know how to tell the truth. They think they're a really good liar. Like I heard in my head, I'm a really good liar. They think they're a really good liar, but they're not. Like it's pretty obvious to most people. It's just you really wanted this person to be your friend, and you thought you were finally friends, but low-key this person was one of the reasons why your iceberg fell. It's like purposeful sabotage, so just keep them at a distance and be cordial, and if they ask you anything, just tell them, I'd really like to talk to you right now, but I'm kind of really busy, like you. And just walk away. And if they follow you, then just be like, oh my gosh, you're gonna help me? That's so sweet. They will run quicker than the hills. They don't like helping anybody do anything if it's not in their interest. Last thing, you could be someone who writes or draws a lot. I'm seeing this, like scribbling. Expect some new ideas to come through your mind and come to fruition. It would do you well to just empty your mind and kind of doodle or draw things and let your imagination run wild. So that way, when you're stressed, you can just release it in this way. It's a really healthier way for you emotionally. I feel like writing or drawing really helps you with your emotions better than like writing things down on a piece of paper or anything like that. So that is your stone reading at number 1. Number 3 is going all over the place. Many blessings, number 1. Alright, number 2. I'm seeing sands. I'm seeing the sands of time. Maybe time feels as though it's very slow for you. I'm seeing rainbows. I'm seeing a rainbow quartz. I don't know if that's an actual thing or not. You see things clearly even if it's a different situation, even if it's a different color. People have different colored auras, and you're an aura sensor, an aura reader. You don't always necessarily have to see it. The minute someone else's, I'm getting chills, the minute someone else's auric field touches yours, you can sense them, you can feel them, and what like their intentions are. You can sense what color their emotion is. Like, we mostly associate like blue with sad and red with passion and pink with like love. You're like that. You're like that, most definitely. I'm seeing angel wings. You were an angel in a past life, possibly in multiple lives. You could have been a dark angel and a light angel. Yes, it's possible. There are different tiers of angels. I've honestly worked with both dark angels and light angels. I've worked with the dark and the light, and each side has their own ways of being. Each side has their own rules, and each side has their own motives. And you see that so very clearly. You're very pure of heart and pure of mind. At this point, I'm not even looking at your stone anymore. I'm simply looking at Archangel Michael. I have a statue that represents him in my room. Archangel Michael, chills again. You might get chills a lot when something happens or something is going to happen. That's Archangel Michael holding you through it. Because maybe you're not someone who's always emotionally stable. He says, fear not, my sweet child, for I am with you. Archangel Uriel is coming through now. She says, look back at this stone. Archangel Michael just wanted to hop in there. Let's see. Focusing back now. I'm the type of person who can channel with or without tarot cards, stones, or anything. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. At first, I thought someone was going to come visit me, and then I thought, well, maybe they're not going to come visit me. And then in the end, they did visit me, and they visited me for a good little while. So that could happen to you unexpectedly, to where you kind of get a feeling like you might hear from someone, and then a lot of time has passed, and you're like, well, maybe they won't, and then they end up doing so, and they spend a lot of time with you, and you connect in a way emotionally on something that's been bothering you both for a little while. So if that resonates, I always take everything in my readings as a sign. So back to your stone reading. Let me get in your energy for a minute. I'm being drawn to like these greens. It kind of reminds me of green. It's in like green ocean waves. You can expect to take a trip to the beach in the next, I wanted to say 3 months and then I said 6 months, so maybe you're expecting to go within the next 6 months and you're gonna end up going within the next 3 months instead, and you'll be super excited. I'm seeing a crown. Expect people to be like, go queen or go king or your royalty, baby. Like, people see you owning it and rocking it, and they're really enjoying and embracing it. Number 2, I keep getting distracted in your reading, and I keep wanting to think about all these different things or look at all these different things. So I would tell you, make sure to do, like, if not a daily meditation, each time you drink your water, when you take that drink of water, I want you, as it's going into your mouth, ask yourself, is this water warm or is it cold? How does it feel going down your throat? That's a form of meditation, and it's also a form of savoring the moment. I kind of feel like you want to jump through moments really quickly, a little too quickly, without fully embracing them and enjoying them. So you're really being asked to embrace and enjoy them more. I'm seeing the sands of Egypt. You could be related to Egyptian ancestry. You could have an interest in Egyptian culture. I have Egyptian readings. Feel free to check them out. If you do have Egyptian deities you work with, they're saying hi. You might work with Sun Ra, because I heard Aknu Ramen. I feel like that's related to Ra, and then I heard Ra. So you could be someone who likes to study Egyptian culture, like you find it really fascinating. I'm being drawn to a gold bag. Expect your bag to grow within the next few months, and you might be like, there's no effing way, there's been no progress for me. Yeah, there hasn't meant to be progress for you yet. I mean, for one thing, your mindset is there's no effing way. So you're getting in your own way of blocking your mindset into seeing the possibilities that it will happen. So if you just said that, I want you to take a moment and say, yes, there is an effing way, because I always make an effing way, because there is always an effing way, because I make it so. When it comes to telling yourself no, say, you know what, I cancel that thought and I'm going to switch that up. This is about changing your mindset into a prosperity mindset. But I'm really drawn to the color gold for you, and I'm really drawn to like a crown and royalty. So honestly, I feel like you have I'm getting chills, a royal and refined crown chakra. And you have intense psychic abilities that you've yet to tap into, that you could use to your advantage and make some serious bank. I'm not saying take advantage of people, because a lot of psychics will do that, unfortunately. They'll say, oh, there's something wrong with you and only I can fix it, which that's not true. Everyone has psychic abilities. Everyone can help themselves. It's just a lot of psychics aren't willing to give them the tools. I am more than willing to give you tools or whatever, and I won't make it to where you'll have to keep coming back. I feel like you've gone to other psychics for help, and they keep giving you a reason to come back and come back and come back. once you do a personal reading with a psychic, they should give you all the answers you need, etc., in that one reading, in that one session. If they're not doing that, they're not actually trying to help you. It's like a doctor. Well, this is wrong with you, but we need you to come back in a couple weeks. No, that's not how it works. It's one thing if you don't do it right and you say, hey, could you help me again? I forgot what you said and I need assistance. But if they're the ones doing all the work, if they're the ones supposed to be helping you and helping you keep your life straight and they can't get it right, they're just ciphering money out of you. And I don't care who that offends. I don't care if that hurts anyone. I've had many psychics or tarot readers come to me and be like, oh my gosh, I sense a dark cloud upon you. I sense a curse coming upon you. You must get a reading with me, and you must let me do a cleansing, or you must let me do a clearing. And I tell them, tell you what, I'll do a tarot reading for you if you do a tarot reading for me. A trade. I'll do a psychic reading for you if you'll do a psychic reading for me. And I actually cleanse every day. I'm not having any issues in my life, but if you want, I'll be more than happy to cleanse yours. And I usually never ever hear from them again. So the next time a tarot reader comes to you or tries to tell you there's something wrong with you, unless they describe your specific situation and unless they can name names or tell you a memory that nobody knows but you, don't buy into it. Don't believe it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's an unknown force that you don't see, that's always around you, that's messing with you, but no one can fix that or alter that. I'm getting chills. It's a darkness that follows you because you have such beautiful abilities, and you can't get rid of that darkness. You can't get rid of those entities, not permanently. Just cleanse with sage every day. Wear like an evil eye bracelet or something, or some kind of amulet around your neck, or like I said, just sage every day if you don't feel like it, or every time you go out, just like sage yourself. Whenever you come home, once a day, when you wake up and before you go to bed, just sage yourself. That should be all you need. You shouldn't have to wear 20 bracelets or 20 amulets. That's not how it works, and that's coming from someone who had tons of psychic attacks, tons of them, to where I would fall on the floor when I was reawakened psychically a few years ago. I would fall on the floor because people would psychically attack me while they were texting me, and it could get to where like I couldn't move, I couldn't breathe, like it was really bad. And it wasn't a panic attack because I've had those. I know the difference. Like when it feels like unforeseen gravity is holding you down and you're shaking uncontrollably and you can barely speak and you feel so heavy it's as though you can't get up. It's kind of like getting out of a swimming pool, only you can't catch your breath, you can't get back up, and you might be experiencing these attacks, and you might be going to psychics or people you think can help you, and instead you feel like you're not getting any help. Well, I'm giving you this advice and I'm helping you for free because no one deserves to suffer, and no one should spend their life savings or their money trying to get help for something someone can easily tell you to fix. And I hope this helps you from my heart to yours, because I feel like you may have been taken advantage of by a lot of people in your life, and a lot of people may have just been taking from you or pretending to help you. And I want to seriously help you because it's not okay for you not to be okay, especially when there's so many people with answers out there who aren't willing to share them. So I share this knowledge with you, and I hope that it helps you, number two. And I'm actually gonna end your stone reading here because I'm not looking at your stone. I keep twirling it in anxiety, and I just keep feeling your energy, like you feel so anxious. And I'll be honest, I don't want to sit in your anxious energy anymore. You're so afraid of like a big bad boogeyman. The truth is, your fears are the boogeyman. If you say to yourself once in the morning and once at night, and you say, I was told this will protect me, I know it will protect me. If you wear an amulet and you pray to God, or you pray to like Ra, the sun god of Egypt, or the moon god, or you're connected with the fairies and you say this magical fairy amulet will help me, it will. But if you don't believe you can get help from anyone, no, you can't. Because that's you giving in to that negativity, and those energies are winning. So I'm asking you to protect yourself properly. You don't need tons and tons and tons and tons of perfection. You don't need tons and tons of protection. You just need faith, hope, and to do the basic cares, the basic necessities, and you will be just fine, my friend. Everything is going to be okay. And if you're really anxious, feel free to take a black birthday candle, light the bottom of it with the wax, stick it in a tea light, and speak into it and say, all negativity be gone. All negative energy be gone. I transmute it all. And then just light that candle, and when that candle burns out, watch that candle burn. If it burns slowly and not quickly, it means you're perfectly fine. You're very protected. If it starts burning really crazy, really quickly, and the wax melts all funny, that means you just completely demolished something. Someone went your way. And I'm telling you this because I did this for my mom and me yesterday. Someone actually like hit her car with something, and she was taking care of my bedridden grandpa, and she was inside with him, and it was actually New Year's Eve. There were fireworks going off, so she didn't hear it, but there was like a hole in her windshield when she got out. So I burnt a candle for her and for me, and my candle burns really slow and easily and peacefully. Her candle, all the wax went everywhere in strange puddles, and it burnt through 3-4 times as fast as mine, and I'm not even joking. So whatever someone sent her way, I definitely sent it back. I feel like every time I move, this camera moves. It might. But there are things you can do to those unseen forces to protect yourself from them. And it's not complicated. It's not difficult. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because they're just trying to use and abuse you. And honestly, that's your biggest message. You are so effing powerful. You are so effing amazing. Chills again. And your ancestors, your deities, your guides, everyone on the other side knows it. And if you could just find your power and realize how damn amazing you are, you wouldn't worry another day in your life. Everything you want is coming to you now and can come to you now. The things you fear aren't the things that are important. You know what you should be focusing on? Your success and how amazing it's going to feel. So that's the end of your stone reading. Number 2, sorry if I got a little aggressive. It's just your spiritual family is being really aggressive on the other side. Like, do you even know who you are, honey? Like, that's what I heard. So your spiritual family on the other side, like, they got you. Like, it's all good, okay? So, many blessings, beloved number 2. This was your reading. Number 3. Number 3, you feel like you're in a thinking, contemplative energy. You feel like you're in a funny energy. You feel goofy, if I'm honest. Like, how shall I put this? you're kind of like in an Alice in Wonderland thought pattern, and what I mean by that is you'll take something that you would think about in a complicated way. Like, let's say you're creating a costume with wings on it, and you're not sure how to fabricate it properly. But then you think, well, what if I change the wings? Instead of being on their back, I put them on, like, one on each arm? Or what if I put like one attached to each butt cheek? Like, like you really think outside the box. It really is so fun. I really love the way your mind works. Number 3, like, if you were to get poison ivy, you would just be like, well, how many different types of lotions can I put on it before I don't feel it anymore? Or what color lotions? Should I put dye in them just for fun? So that way I'm more worried about the color my skin is dyed versus the poison ivy that is affecting my skin. And I'm just laughing and smiling because rather than looking at something like, oh, this is really ridiculous, or getting frustrated, you decide to have fun instead. And I like that because that's the kind of mindset I've recently chosen to be in. What's an example I could give? I don't have one recently. I haven't had any real issues or anything. I'm pretty much living my dream life, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you're in this mind frame too, which means you're about to live your dream life too. Like, maybe right now you're just kind of like, I kind of feel like you don't really understand why your mindset has changed. So it's strange to you and you're exploring it, which is wonderful. Just know that you're aligned to your highest timeline right now. This is your confirmation. And get ready to enter your dream life, your dream period, if you really are thinking this way. Because instead of your mind seeing problems, it's seeing possibilities. And so you'll not have any more problems because it's a challenge, it's fun, it's interesting, it's thought provoking, it's not damaging or stressful. Maybe that's why I feel like I don't have any problems or issues, because instead of looking at it like a problem or an issue, I'm just like, I can work with this. Let's see how we can play with this. And even if someone's screaming or yelling at me, I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, wow, this person's really stressed. I wonder what's so stressed. Why is their face turning that color? How long has their face been that color? I'm pretty sure it wasn't always this color. Wow, you seem really stressed. Is it going to be okay? It's probably not going to be okay because you're yelling. I'm just going to wait until you're done yelling. Oh, you're done now. Can I speak? Oh, no, I can't speak. Okay, that's cool. You just let all that out. You just do that. You just sit there like that. And I know some people would be like, that's really asinine if they're yelling at you and you're not paying attention. Not if you didn't do anything. Some people just use you to take out their problems. Like, let's say I post a video of me dancing and someone comments and says, you know, I hate the way you dance. It looks so stupid. Blah, 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 blah. Why did you watch it? Why are you so interested in the way I dance? Why did you take time to think about how you can insult me? Why are you so obsessed to the point to where you feel like you need to comment something negative? And, you know, why does it matter the way I dance? What if I look like a crazy lobster trying to break dance on the floor? Which I don't, but even if I did, like, instead of commenting negatively, if you thought the way I danced was, like, stupid or whatever, shouldn't you have laughed and been like, that's so hilarious, I love that you can't dance, but I love that you put it out there and it was amazing. Like, that's just an example. Like, you're beginning to not criticize or be sarcastic in humor or anything. You're more so just looking at things like Alice did when she went to Wonderland. I got chills all on my legs. That's weird. That's the first time I've ever had chills on just my legs. Like, you're running into new territory is what I'll take that as. I'm not even looking at your stone. Your energy is just hella strong. Like, number 2, I started looking at their stone, but they were so stressful I couldn't. So I just picked up on them intuitively. With you, it's so fun. I don't want to really look at the stone. I kind of just want to feel your energy and just describe it to you just so you see how fun it is. Like, you have a big sign saying, welcome to my wonderful world. And it's like when someone tells you you're going the wrong way, you look at them and you're like, but which way is right or wrong? Is it based on the belief? Or is it based on the thought? Or is there any right way or wrong way at all? What does it matter so long as it gets me where I want to go? Whether it be 3 days time or 2 days time, eventually I'll get there. And people may look at you like, why wouldn't you choose the most efficient way? You're like, no, I want to choose the way I want to choose, and I want it to be fun. Like, you're realizing how to enjoy this crazy life-filled journey. And I'm so proud of you for that. I really am. You're looking at things so lightheartedly and sweetly, rather than being like, oh no, I took a wrong turn. I can't believe I couldn't figure out those directions. I'm so ridiculous. Instead, you'll take the wrong turn. You'll be like, oh my god, I took the wrong turn. That's so funny. I wonder how I did that. I wonder if I'll do it again. Let's see. And then you get it wrong again. You're like, wow, I'm kind of bad at this, but I'm gonna keep trying because I'm kind of curious where I'm trying to go. Like, you're realizing that sometimes when you go the wrong way, it's the right way. Like, maybe you're supposed to be late to that appointment. Like, maybe you weren't supposed to go in that direction at all. Like, you're starting to realize that sometimes when things go wrong, they're supposed to go wrong, but they're not going wrong, they're going right. Kudos to you for I have full chills all over now. Kudos to you for fully listening to your intuition, listening to your mind, heart, body on a soul level, not a human level. And what I mean by that is soul evolution, soul growth, looking at things from a soul perspective rather than a thought perspective. Like, let's say you lose all this money at a poker game. You're like, oh my god, that was my rent money, whatever. And then you get kicked out of your house. And you're just like, wow, where am I gonna live? And then all of a sudden, this place pops up where you get to live, and it's actually a better deal. And you're like, wow, why didn't I know about this place? Or why didn't that happen before? Because it's meant to happen now, not then, not 2 years later. It's meant to happen now. So sometimes when things go wrong, they're going right for all the right reasons. And that's called soul evolution. Your soul is going through a big transformation, a huge evolution, number 3. So be prepared to look at the world like as a child. And keep enjoying it, and expect a big, beautiful, wonderful surprise to come to you by this Sunday if this whole reading resonates. If even some of the examples I gave, any of them resonated, because I'm not just pulling those examples from myself. Those examples are just being channeled through. So that's somebody's example somewhere, and they're just gonna be like, the ones who haven't quite evolved yet are like, what in the hell? How is that positive? But if your soul has evolved, it's like, you know what? I didn't look at it that way before, but I can see how that would make sense. Maybe you used to cling on to things when they would go wrong. You'd be like, no, this has to work, this has to work. Oh, it's still not working. It was never meant to work. It was never meant to happen. You were meant for something better. You were meant for something else. Everything happens for a reason, and that's what you're understanding. Anything else? I heard rock on. It's funny because I'm reading crystals, which I tell people they're rocks, which I keep a bunch of rocks in my car because it's fun. When I'm bored at a stoplight or something, I just play with my little collection of like gemstones, my little rocks. Because why not? Rather than sit there and be like, God, this traffic's taking forever. I'm like, look at the pretty colors. You're like that. I love you so much. We should be friends. Most definitely. And if we're already friends, I'm so grateful to have you as one of my friends. Because we're the kind of people that'll heal the world, you know? I have a friend. You can skip this part if you want. I have a friend who, he would get really angry while he was driving, and so I would point out the clouds to him and what kind of shape I thought they looked like. And so he started doing it with me without me doing it to him. I told him, technically that's me, like, trying to help train your brain rather than focusing on how you don't like traffic and this, that, and the other, to, wow, it's a really beautiful day. Wow, those clouds, I'm never going to see those clouds again. Let me see what shape this is. Oh, look, it's a new shape now. I'm going in a new direction. If there's no clouds at all, I'll be like, wow, do you see the color of those trees? Or what kind of color do you think that car was? Do you think it was more like a brown red, or like more of like a red, or like a pink red? Like, changing your focus, changing your perspective, that's what it's about. So you can better enjoy everything. Life is not about suffering and enduring suffering. Life is about seeing suffering and enjoying life despite the suffering. And I've been through so much in my life. I swear, if you knew what I've been through, or you knew who I used to be as a person, you would never know me today. I'm sure a lot of the old people, a lot of the old friends that I used to know, they have no idea who the F I am. And I don't either. I'm a brand new version of me. And it's beautiful, wonderful, magical. And I wish that everyone could feel like this and be like this. I used to be someone where you would like kick me down and I would stay down, but then it got to a point where I would get up and move even if I didn't know the direction, and now I move not caring about the direction. I just know I'm moving towards better things because I want more, I crave more, I deserve more, I'm curious, and I'm excited about this life. So if you stay for all that, oh, I love you even more. Thank you. Many blessings, number 3. Many blessings to you all, and I will catch you next time. I hope you all enjoyed your little stone readings with the rose quartz, the amethyst, and the phantom quartz. Rose quartz is really great for self-love. Amethyst is really great for like your crown chakra. Okay, psychic abilities, things like that. I just realized that. That totally connects to number 2. And number 3 is a great stone for healing multitudes of things, and it's one of the best stones you can use for working with your angels. That's why I have like tons of them, because I do like angel healings and things like that. But these crystals all go in a little fairy's cave, and they all really wanted me to do a stone reading. They've actually been bugging me for like 3 days, but I wanted to wait until like I had just woken up and taken a shower and had like a fresh brand new mind for the day. So you got to experience the beginning of my day with me. How does that feel? Many blessings to all. Love, Magi Goddess. I'm holding the camera with my other hand because it keeps wanting to move funny. I guess I can let it go. Love, Magi Goddess. Many blessings to you all. Until next time. I love how I'm done with the reading and now it won't move anymore. Spirit's like playing fun tricks on me. For example, my light that I have batteries in, you guys, I can't even tell you, like the lights were off. So I moved it to the side, and then they started blinking it multiple times in a row. They're doing it right now. It's my peace sign. I kind of want to show you. Hold on one second. So this is what they keep doing. And then they'll let it shine like really bright for like an hour or two. Or even all day. And then all of a sudden, they'll just do this. Like, it's so weird. See? I don't understand it. All my lights have been being messed with here lately, and I'm just kind of like, Clearly, it's a sign for something. I just don't know what it is yet. Someone's trying to get my attention from the other side. I wonder if it's Mima. Mima, if it's you, will you blink the lights? It's not Mima. If it's the fairies, will you blink the lights? If it's the angels, will you blink the lights? If it's one of my deities, will you blink the lights? If it's my higher self, will you blink the lights? I don't know, you guys. Maybe it's all of them. I don't know. It'll start blinking again in a little while. I don't want to change the batteries again because I know they're going to keep doing it. Just like my lights inside of my little cupboard with the fairies. I'm kind of thinking it's the fairies. It's usually them around when they do it. Fairies are fun tricksters. At least they're not messing with my main lights. But when I go in my mom's room, they make the lights blink. And it's not until I'm like, I see you, and they'll turn the lights back on. So me and technology, you guys. Technology and me just, it's probably just my vibe. I don't know. But I wanted to show you that because it's been happening all day. It's been happening more and more and more. I don't know if it's like my electromagnetic frequency shifting or what. Could be just me shifting realities. Anyways, enough with the blah blah blah. I may or may not cut this out. I probably won't because this is just part of my personality. Or maybe it's just a sign for you to look at the signs. Like, if a light goes out by you, there's a reason. Anyways. Oh, while you're here, this is my little gemstone collection thingy. Isn't it cute? It has them all labeled and stuff. They're actually for kids, but I'm an adult who's a giant kid. And then I have this one. Let me move my flower. If you're curious, you can stay. If you're not, you can go away. Look, 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 look. So pretty. Da, 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 da. If you're wondering why some are missing, it's because I really like them and I carry them with me. I just have them specially charged to take them places, but yeah, they're all labeled. I got 2 of them. This one, my mom gave me for Christmas. Oh, I'm going to tell you a manifestation story. Okay, so my mom, she gave me this one for Christmas, and I loved it. And I really want another one, but I didn't want to spend the same amount of money on it. So we went to Peaches to Beaches, which is like a giant yard sale in Georgia. It's literally like a highway worth of yard sales. Hell yeah! And dude, I got this thing for $3. And it had all the stones in it. And I was like, what? I manifested this. So believe in manifestation.